You're listening to Nick DiPaolo on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
Guess what? It's Monday again. What are there, 3 Mondays in a week? I just saw that again on 30-30, Mike and the Mad Dog. Let me tell you something, folks. You can put two people in the... You put Mother Teresa and the Pope on a morning show. They'll fucking hate each other after 3 weeks of doing radio. It's just a fact. That's how radio is. Unless you get an alpha male and a beta male and some puss who... But, usually guys, funny guys get on the mic and they're fucking throwing elbows the minute it starts. How about when those guys didn't talk for like months? That was my favorite part. I kind of related. Me and Artie never got that bad. But, Boschetti, a lot of tension with him. He was trying to butt it. No. Who's sweeter than Mike Boschetti? How are you, folks? It's Monday. It's a Monday. Real quickly, I have to thank my contributors that contribute to the Nick DiPaolo podcast, which you can subscribe to at connectpal.com/Nick. Connectpal.com/Nick. $3.99 a month, 5 shows a week. You get a free one in there. It's on iTunes. It's on riotcast.com. It's on Stitcher, all those places. So, and you can contribute on top of that, which Dennis Paul has. Thank you, Dennis. Buddy Dan Pamatuin, Cincinnati Tim Huell, Luke Anderson, Robert Schleter, and many others have contributed on top of their $3.99. Thank you guys so much. And it's people are still signing up, so they like it. Luckily, we have very capable people like Brendan Stipes, who boils this show down to an hour, and Andy Fiore, I call him Danny. So, yes, connectpal.com/Nick if you don't have Sirius Radio, which some people don't, They don't have cars. I try to work it out my contract. I get 50 cents from every car that has Sirius Radio. Not even listening to my show. I just want 50s. They didn't go for it. Who is it? Mel Karmazin? No. Who runs? Who's at the top now? Oh, Scott Greenstein. He might go for it. He likes me, actually. He does. Finally, once I have a guy with some juice in my pocket. Cut to me come renegotiation time, fucking storming out of here. I heavy, busy. Anyways, thank you people that came out to see me and Andy Fiore this weekend at the Comedy Works, Saratoga Springs, New York. Great time. Buddy Tommy. It's his best room. He's bounced around many.
Loved it.
It was great, and Fiore ripped the tits off the crowd. I have to remind the audience after. I go, look, he did 20 minutes. I did 3 times that, all right? Quit fucking sucking his dick. Boy, does that piss me off when I'm a headliner. Wow, that guy was funny. He should be... Listen, fuckface. Who can't be funny for 20 minutes? Fiore's fucking giving me the stink eye right now. But no, you did. They loved you. They fucking loved you. And what did I tell you? I have one bone to pick with you. Quit asking questions to the audience. You opened them up a couple times and they start yelling shit out. Don't do that. No, you're not listening, fuckface. Do you respect me as a comic or not?
Yes, I
don't do it. Hey, Eagles fans, who's been to Miami? Anybody? Do you like chocolate milk? And fuck, you don't do that.
When did those come up?
You want to hear? I recorded you. You want to hear them? You don't. It's a sign of a green comic. You're killing with material. Why do that? Don't start every bit with a question. Joe List did it when I first met him, but he was 11 years old. But you killed. When you were doing material, you were killing. I'm like, why fucking... You don't open the floor to drunks. That's why they start yapping. And then our buddy Mark from Albany, who loved, he lived under communist rule in Poland. He said he was bringing... He wasn't kidding. His whole family was there. I didn't know who he was. I've never seen... I pictured him because I'm a racist, stereotypical. I pictured a giant head with a black mustache, a guy kind of beaten down, saggy eyes, who owned a furniture store in Warsaw. And so the show's going on, and this lady keeps yelling shit out. And I go, she wasn't yelling shit out. I was trying to add to the show. And I go, enough already. Finally, I told her, shut your yap! Shut it! And then At that point, Mark says, I'm Mark from Albany. It was his wife. I felt so horrible. So bad I stayed around and took pictures with the whole family. And Mark didn't look like anything like I pictured. He had a tan.
Yeah.
He's younger than me. I was picturing a guy 10 years older than me. He looked younger than me. He had a tan. He looked healthy. Nothing like, I had this, it's weird what radio does to you. I had this guy with a big, thick, what was that Mario video game?
Super Mario.
Yeah, I pictured that type of guy.
Luigi?
Yes. Kind of a Polish version of that. And he looked nothing like that. He looked like he grew up in friggin', New Jersey. And I felt so bad because I was telling his wife, will you shut your yap? And then he tells me that who he is. And I felt horrible. And she was just adding to the show. I brought up Whoopi Goldberg, and she goes, her real name's Karen Johnson. I'm like, who the fuck asked you? No interaction. You people, shut your yaps when you come to a comedy club. Nobody wants to hear it, unless it's a comic who doesn't have an hour of material and needs the fucking, killing time talking to the audience. But after 30 years, I don't want to hear from you. I don't. And most people know that now. They've seen me a few times. They know. Does that make me a dick? No, it doesn't. Makes me somebody who understands what they're doing for a living. Shut it. Fiore killed all 3 shows.
Thanks.
Even Tommy said, after you were up there like 10 minutes on the first show, he came in and he goes, this guy's good. I go, what are you surprised? I could have brought a kid up from the Shriner Center. He'd have bombed.
We'll send you this adorable love to the rescue blanket.
I like when have you seen the new one? He's wailing around the corner. Hi, Grandma. I love you.
I still haven't seen the new one.
That's not even a new one. You haven't seen that one?
No, but remember Saturday we went to lunch, you go,
yeah, there's a whole lineup of new kids. And we're donating. We're not making, I want to get this straight. We're not making fun of him, making this kid just stuff. He's got like a podcast, for Christ's sake. He's interviewing pro athletes. I'm over here fighting for an 8 p.m. slot at Sirius. Just Christ.
I got to catch up.
I went on a tirade, too, about Netflix and how, not that I want a half-hour special at this point, but Andy had put up the 30 people who are getting them and this one straight white male. So I was on stage. I think I opened with that second show. I can't get on Netflix because I'm not from India with a fucking hair lip or a gay black guy or I eat pussy, but I'm a guy, so it doesn't mean anything. Just seriously. That's what it's about now. This business is about Whitey, get out of the way. I ain't going nowhere. You know how the DACA kids are like, we're not going anywhere? Neither the fuck am I. I was here before you, as a matter of fact. 866-969-1969. 866-969-1969. Big Jay Oakerson, where's this fucking, here it is going to be with us, hopefully in a few minutes. Doesn't he work right here in the building?
Mm-hmm.
So what's he doing? What's he in the kitchen eating soft pretzels? Get him in here. Jay, he's the co-host of The Bonfire with Dan Soto, which is a hilarious show. Monday through Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. Comedy Central Radio. More people who never give me a fucking look. They were going to put me on their label after they built the network on my back and 8 other comics through the 90s. And no, we can't do that. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Likeable, funny, Just a great guy. This Thursday, you can see him February 1st through the 3rd at Cap City Comedy Club in Austin, Texas. I can't believe that place is still open. I picture it. I did it 19 times. It's like in a parking lot in the middle of nowhere, right near a bridge, right? It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yep. I finger popped a homeless girl. Did I say guy? Under that bridge. For tickets and all of Jay's dates, head to bigjcomedy.com. Follow him at Big Jay Oakerson. And catch me, since we're doing business, Bobby V's, Windsor Locks, Connecticut, February 10th. February 23rd and 24th, Governors in Levittown, New York. March 3rd, Uncle Vinny's, Point Pleasant. March 9 and 10, Side Splitters, Tampa. Hit me up at Nick DiPaolo on social media. Twitter is definitely fucking with me. I told you, right, that I get booted for saying some shit about Barbara Streisand. All I said was die in your sleep, you lib twat. And somehow, after all the shit I read about Trump every fucking day, that's not hateful. Anyways, he suspended me for like 6 minutes. And I can't get any traction on it, so I stopped posting. So I haven't posted anything on there in fucking 3 weeks, I swear to God. Not counting show stuff. But yeah, they don't like right wing, anything. And to them, I say, go fuck yourselves. Every single one of yous, including Zuckerberg. Is that his name?
That's
Facebook. Another elitist jack-off telling us we should all live and hold hands in diversity, but meanwhile he's in a gated community, works in a gated community, has his own fucking 80,000 acre campus. Just total horseshit hypocrite. They're all the same. They are all the fucking same. But we had fun, didn't we, Andy? Saratoga's
Good weekend.
place called Peddlers.
Peddlers.
Looks like a restaurant/pub like 2 feet from the hotel we stayed at. And we wandered over there. That's not too depressing. I'm sitting there with Fiore eating a chicken mandarin salad. Well, fucking, who was playing on the radio? Like John Waite from the 80s. Ugh, fat girls walking around. Oh, my God. Shoot me in the fucking head. Big J just walked in. The guy is the definition of hip. He's got a, look at him. He's fucking handsome son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Didn't notice that under that light, Jay. Come on in, fella.
How are you, Nick?
How you doing?
Andy?
What's up, bud?
I'm doing good. I just walked by there's a hip-hop party happening right next to you.
You didn't think I was aware of that with my politics?
Is that always going on at this time of night
God.
at Shade 45?
I walked by, they gave me the bird. Apparently they know my politics. No.
They come
Yes.
out of the gates like, fuck you.
I went in the bathroom. There's 5 of them. I was fucking very awkward. I felt like I was in the 50s. I went into the colored bathroom. Very fucking odd.
Sorry, everyone. Wrong bathroom.
I'm washing my hands. 2 of them, one guy's got a San Jose Shark shirt on. I'm like, how are you? I'm in my khakis with plates in the front. Anyways, Jake, good to see you. I
to see you
got
too,
to be
my friend.
honest with you, man. I was like, why haven't, but he told me your schedule is pretty nuts. But I was
Yeah,
like, I don't
it's
think
nuts.
Jay likes me.
No, not at all.
Are you sure?
Love you, yeah.
Are you sure?
Very sure.
Do you follow me on Twitter?
I think so.
I don't. I wanted to have you on a long time ago, but then Andy just explained to me with Bonfire, and then you have a podcast, the Skanks thing.
2 podcasts, yeah.
Yeah.
3, I guess, technically, if you count Roast Battle, too.
And Roast Battle.
So Monday, I'm only home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays from the road, and those days I have to do like 12 hours of broadcasting.
See that? And he's doing Eisenhower. It's a one-man play. Aren't you on Broadway? Something?
Off Broadway?
Off Broadway. It's on 32nd Street and 11th. No, I'm glad you're here. I was really getting fucking paranoid. We had soda in here,
Yeah.
I was just telling Andy, when I listen to the Bonfire, I feel fucking old. It's the only thing that makes me feel...
Why?
Because you guys, everything's like a pop culture reference. Out of
Oh,
your mouth.
yeah.
And I don't know what the fuck, and you jump from subject to subject, and everybody's fucking laughing, and I know the people at home are laughing. I'm in my car going, I can't follow these guys.
Do you what you should just do is kind of keep up with the basic like award shows. We just did a whole thing on the Grammys.
Yeah, see, no. I watch, I boycott them. They hate me. Hollywood, people like that hate my guts and everything I stand for.
Oh, the Grammys people. Yeah. But
Grammys,
I mean,
doesn't matter, Oscars, Tonys.
but here's what you get, though. You get to, this is what I use it for,
I know,
at
you
least,
skewer these people.
is to get, I get to take in the pop culture references. Now I have all the references.
But
so
you
I can
follow
tell you about
music
all
and
the
shit.
No, but no, I
No?
follow it, but I don't get much new music, but I know it. I know new. I also have a 15-year-old daughter, which helps with that kind of stuff too, the pop culture thing.
That's right.
I know because of her a lot of stuff too. But I watch the Grammys to just have my finger on the pulse of what's going on, the names and everything.
I know, but I look at porn to do that.
That's the
Amateur,
wrong pulse.
the amateur shit.
Yeah, I do know the amateur shit.
LatinaHousewives.org. Holy fucking moly.
We were just talking about because Miley Cyrus, everybody went and put on their most non-provocative clothing last night for the Grammys because this is the year they're going to say that it's over. You can't just look at our tits and boxes
Time's
for
up.
free anymore.
Which is, to me...
Time is up, except you could just Google Miley Cyrus taking a piss on the side of the road while drinking a beer, which is just fantastic picture.
Into Charlize Theron's mouth. but here's why that's stupid, and this is why they're stupid, and I can't waste my time on them anymore. Okay, they're going to dress less provocatively to show they won. Well, then that's back on the guy who goes, you know what, she was asking for it when you get fucking
It sort of is.
It is.
It really is supporting that. No, I don't
Dumb
know.
cunt.
I'm annoyed with the time's up.
Yeah, time's
slogan.
up.
Because, rape and sexual harassment weren't legal 4 months ago. It was
Exactly.
never legal. It's like, time's up for what? That you're going to finally tell a guy, spit a cock out of your mouth and be like, I don't want to do this?
Yeah, it's 3:30. Oh, it's 3:30.
You know, I just
January 28th. No more rape.
I just heard the Dan Harmon story very recently. The guy Dan Harmon who did Community, and he's got the popular podcast. Rick and Morty is a.
Don't tell me they're going after this guy.
They went after him.
I don't know. You know,
a girl particularly went after him,
yeah.
and his response I heard was very like he goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, "For sure." He goes, "But I liked this girl actually." He's like, "I liked her a lot," and then. When I realized she wasn't like reciprocating, I guess, sort of the idea was he treated her a little bit differently. Like he was like, well, then kind of like fuck her, I guess, and was kind of shitty to her. And he's like, and I was wrong of me to do that. I shouldn't have done that, and that was terrible of me. And then she had to kind of come out and say like, oh, maybe I should have just said something to you then about it instead of just being quiet about it and waiting for a public time to go.
What did she accuse him of?
I think just treating her kind of like giving her preferential treatment and being like a certain way with her, and then being different when she.
Oh, so that's going to be lumped in with Harvey Weinstein getting a chick in a headlock.
It all is though, but that's the problem. Is it all?
Oh, I know that.
I mean, Aziz Ansari didn't give me red wine. I'm a red wine drinker. Now I'm raped.
Yeah.
Seems very bizarre to me.
And the claw, I invented that in high school. For Christ's sake.
The fish hooks.
Only my fingers went in the eyes. Fucking bitches like that. You blind them. The.
You take a marked for death style. You just going for the Jamaican eye gouge.
When I didn't have salt to throw in their face. 866-969-1960. We're talking to Big Jay Oakerson of the Bonfire fame and 19 other things. Legion of Skanks and his one-man show Eisenhower will be off Broadway.
I like you approach your sexual harassments like a 1980s wrestling valet. You're there always to throw some smoke in their eyes, some chalk.
Yeah, some chalk. That was the move in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
You got a girl walking out of the room like Van Damme in Bloodsport, just trying to use her, trying to use her feelings and other senses to know where your dick is.
She's making smoke. What do they call smoke rings? As I choke her, they like to be choked. I choked many girls. None of them in the bedroom. It was always either in the kitchen or the living room before the sex.
They're killing the spontaneity and wild fun of any kind of thing, man. I've had girls I've had girls put my hand like on their throat, and you're almost like,
are you serious?
Are you sure? Yeah, like.
That's the. Show you where their Adam's apple.
Just before you ask, feel that lump. There it is. There she is.
Yeah, you guys, man. You guys with the fucking social media. I said that. If you can't get laid, you're in your 20s and 30s. Mother of God, give it up. It's fucking rods, huh?
We just did on the show, I was talking to Louis J. Gomez on the Bonfire a bit ago. Like, how do you keep up? Like, we were told 5-6 months ago for the last, it stopped about 5-6 months ago, but for the last couple years, we were told to like stop slut shaming, stop saying like let girls go out there and blow 50 guys if they want to, if that's
and
what
not
they're into.
Call them on it.
And
Is
don't
that what
call
that
them
means?
a slut.
Yeah.
Don't call them a slut. Like if they want to build people promiscuous, why can't we? Guys do it. And then like overnight, it's just like keep your fucking hands off of us.
Right.
Who do you think you are?
Right.
I think like all the Monique thing above boycotting stuff and everyone used to boycott. Like the thing, I mean, like Natalie Portman. Did you see that at the Golden Globes when she came out? She's so hot, but she came out on a thing and they were like, all right, your nominees. They were presenting your nominees for Best Director. And then she goes, "You're all male nominees."
Right. They all had
it's like, oh, suck a dick. I mean, like that's crazy.
And then I put it on
why
once.
Would you take that moment for?
I put it on once. The show,
Golden Globes.
Yeah, the Golden Globes. I literally was flipping through. I can't watch that shit. It makes me go mentally. So I flip it on, and it just angers me to think what I could have said about Obama, and didn't. And I flipped through it, and Oprah's speaking, so I stop. She's telling a story about 6 white guys that raped a black woman in the 50s.
Yeah.
Oh.
Raise up.
I'm woke.
I know.
Change the fucking channel.
And now they're like, she should run for president because of that.
Yes, exactly.
Because she's a good storyteller. Should Morgan Freeman run for president just because his speeches would be so Morgan Freeman-y?
And white man held belly down.
Now, Libya is a fine country. I don't want any trouble. I'm just saying, Syria. I'm just saying, little fat man, we got a button and it's bigger than yours.
866-969-1969. Talking to Big Jay Oakerson. Me and Jay did a gig. Where were we, Jay? Up Niagara Falls?
Seneca Casino.
It's a nice, but didn't you like that setup or no?
I do, yeah. I actually was in the round like that. So
yeah.
It's like semi in the round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was my first time ever there, so.
Yeah.
Casino gigs are all right. In and out.
Love them.
Short trip. Short
'em.
flight up.
I don't like back in the day when I Catch a Rising Star in Vegas. It would be a Tuesday to a Sunday, and I don't gamble.
Oh, yeah.
You talk about a long fucking week when you're staying at a casino, and it just depresses. I get up for morning radio. They pick me up at 6 a.m. I'm walking through the casino. You see a guy in his 70s in a members only jacket drinking a Heineken.
Just ripping butts.
Yeah.
Just
7 in the
nonstop.
morning. He's got dirty sneakers on.
He's been up all night.
Why is he? Doesn't it take some luck to win? Like again,
Yeah.
I'm looking at this guy. What makes you think you're fucking lucky? You're 70. You have an oxygen tank next to you. You're in dirty sneakers.
He figures all this. The chips must be stacked in the gambling luck. He's like, well, I've got nothing on the physical end.
That's right.
I'm falling the shit.
Yeah,
He's like,
that's the
so I
mentality.
mean, maybe God will give me a win for life for my last 4 good years.
I went for.
I just got off a cruise ship where they had me host bingo because they didn't want any of the actual cruise people to host the things on this boat because it was a chartered boat for a heavy metal thing, but people
That sounds like it pays good,
people could that's big,
right?
yeah.
A boat's big.
Yeah, but it's a chartered thing, so it's great. And so it's not just like a bunch of blue hairs, but like we played bingo and I had to host it, and man, people take bingo pretty seriously.
Did they?
They don't want to hear your jokes in between their numbers.
Oh, see,
They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear you talking
Were you
shit
singing
about
them?
bingo. Yeah,
G7. Some lady with 2 plastic hips tries to jump up. Fucking.
we definitely made it inappropriate as possible for 11
What were you
in the
saying?
morning.
Like, what was some of the shit you said?
Just how much this game sucks, how ridiculous it is, and people were getting upset. I'm like, there's no way to zhuzh this moment up, because even if I'm just nailing you, and oh, look at this one here, and are you guys America? Oh, you two losers. Oh, 41.
What did they think you were going to do as a comic hosting bingo?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I mean, they were fine with it, but it's like they're very intense about such like a lame thing to do, like bingo, to be that invested in it. Like they come with their own little stampers and shit. I've had people come up to me on the boat afterwards, and they were like, "Listen," he goes, "I come from a long line of bingo players, and that was by far the most fun bingo ever." Like, so,
Yeah, there you go.
Which is nice, but you're like a long
bingo
line of.
heritage.
She's like, "My mom plays bingo," and you realize that's a lot of this country, man. A lady, a divorcee who plays bingo, her 25-year-old son lives with her, and she's just waiting to get fingered while Black Label Society plays on the main stage, on the poop deck. While Stone Sour's wailing in the Victoria Aft Lounge, she's getting fucking boo-fooed in a jacuzzi.
See, that was like a segment of Bonfire. No idea what the fuck those references
You didn't
meant.
know those bands?
No.
You're not Stone Sour?
No. Stone Sour.
I don't even know them.
But you'd like that.
Like what?
That music I just said there, it's just like rock and roll music.
Is it really?
Black Label Society is Zakk Wylde. You know Zakk Wylde is Ozzy Osbourne's guitarist forever.
Yes.
Since the 90s.
Actually, wait a minute. He wanted to beat me up at a roast.
Zakk Wylde?
Yeah, is he
that
like
makes
a
sense.
big
He
fucking-
big Viking-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, and I made a crack.
Oh, yeah, something tells me he doesn't have a good sense of
It
humor.
was we were doing an NFL draft or something. Would he have been on that?
Sure.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
It was an NFL draft. They already introduced me and Artie. We were already sitting up there on the dais. Now they're introducing the rest of it. And Zakk Wylde was one of them. And I go, into the mic. I go, nice fucking hat. Fuck you, man. With these fucking eyes that got this big. Or he's like a big dude. Fucking me and
dude.
Artie like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he's like a
Guy will
big
fucking
Viking
murder
guy.
me. I don't give a fuck. I'll die at a roast. I'd love to die at a roast with my shoes on.
He's an older gentleman at this point now. I
Yeah,
think.
so am I. And he's still about 6'3", 240, it looked like. He had shoulders on him like a fucking...
Yeah, he really does look Nordic, to say the least.
Yeah, he did. He looked like a Nordic fucking meth addict or
And
whatever.
Stone Sour, you might not know. But Corey Glover was on the boat. He's from Living Color. That's Cult of Personality. You know that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody? How about Men Without Hats? Were they represent?
The safety dance? No, but
my,
there was...
my go-to reference when we talk music.
But there was a Norwegian guy who was on a YouTube sensation that came and sang a heavy metal version of Africa by Toto.
No.
Oh, yeah.
See, I know the song. It's 80s.
I love the song.
Patton Oswalt, have I heard a bit? He does a great bit I heard on the radio on the way home about him having a depressing day and him trying to buy like frozen foods. And he goes, Africa, my Toto was playing in the supermarket.
That's great. That's
perfect.
It's one of those songs. It's one of the 5 songs that when I pass it on my iTunes or whatever,
Yes.
that I'll
You'll
never
stop?
I'll always stop.
Yeah.
There's very few of those songs.
Brendan's laughing at it. I'll tell you who I fucking love, and you better play him when we come back.
All right.
Chris Stapleton.
Oh yeah, you enjoying him?
Yeah, you don't like him?
He was just on SNL. I didn't watch. I like his vibe. I don't know the music very well, but I like the big beard, long hair.
He's
like
the
guy
real
goes
deal.
for it. Yeah.
But you can tell it's not a fucking act. He's sort of like Charlie Daniels. He was born with that beard and that fucking hat.
Yeah, he's supposed to have it.
Yeah, and his voice is killer. And Midnight to Memphis, did you find it? I saw it on SNL.
I'll get it.
Yeah, pull
I
that.
think he did on SNL this week.
Yeah, and
was
it was
great.
fucking both songs. I was like, God, I like this guy. So that means he'll be gone in a year. You know how it works. Okay.
He was all over. He was on the Grammys. He did a couple things in the Grammys.
Did he
so,
really?
yeah.
See, you're right. I should have watched it. Let's
I think
take a.
he did a Tom Petty tribute.
Huh?
I think he played Wildflowers.
Is that what-
Tom
yeah.
Petty tribute.
Did he?
Stapleton last.
God damn it.
One thing I know.
I was watching the episode of Chopped. All right, let's take a break. And we're talking with Big Jay Oakerson, co-host of The Bonfire. We come back. The phones are lighting up, Jay. You're very popular here on the station. And we'll take some of your calls, and we'll talk about other stuff. Sit tight, kids. Back after this.
You're listening to the Nick DiPaolo Show on Faction Talk, Sirius XM 103.
Andy, talking to Big Jay Oakerson of the Bonfire fame. And that's Chris Stapleton. Love him. Anybody else out there?
I really do. I dig his vibe. It looks like he's got a song out with Justin Timberlake, which this is Justin Timberlake's new trying to like untwinkify himself.
Yeah.
It's his new thing. His new album's called The Man in the Woods.
The Man in the Woods.
And he's got a beard. And he's wearing like a sheepskin like
and he's white
jacket out
now.
in the woods.
He's playing that he's the white side of him or something.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah. More so as he gets older. I feel like a talented guy. That's one of
Unbelievably talented.
He's an unhateable, unfortunately.
Absolutely right. Saw him hosting. Didn't he host the ESPYs once?
Oh, he's hosted the SBs, his SNLs. He's willing to make fun of himself.
He's really like he hosted the ESPYs. He was better than most comics. Like hosted.
He's willing to make jokes about himself. You know, I was bummed at another AVN Awards goes by. I'm never getting a shot at those. I want to host those so bad.
I
wanna
get called a
swipe at
couple times
hosting.
and didn't do it.
You didn't want to do it?
No, I'm married.
Ari
No.
Spears did it this year, apparently.
Well, proving my point. I hosted they have awards for the best strip clubs in the nation. I
Yeah.
hosted that one.
How was that?
Fucking Ron Jeremy comes up to me. I'm like hiding backstage after the show. Comes up and he goes, "I fucking love you on Stern." And Bubby brings two strippers back. You know, they got the tits hanging out.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
trying to talk to him.
Did he start ripping his jokes? My penis is only 2 inches from the floor. He's such a doofy Florida Jew. He really is, Ron Jeremy. Hey, you want to see my schmeckle?
Yeah, no, he is.
A guy that can count down to come from 10 seconds shouldn't also call his dick a schmeckle. These poor young girls.
I started 30.
How great is junk, just booting heroin, that you're willing to fuck Ron Jeremy when he comes and talks to you?
Yeah.
You still got to put on a good face because he doesn't hide his age and his weird goofiness.
No.
And he goes, all right, I'm going to pull out my schmecko, and then this young, hot Asian 22-year-old's going to suck it.
And that's what he sounds like.
Yeah, and you're like, this girl is just, I bet the smells coming off that guy. It just smells like a deli case. Just salted meats.
What an easy gig, though. I did 15 minutes up front of my
Yeah.
filthiest shit.
That's it, yeah.
And then I had to like introduce, whatever from the Gold Club in Atlanta. They were the semifinals last year, and it was fucking great. That's all I did, and I got fucking I was like low 5 figures or whatever. You know what I mean?
And they're like, Portia just returned from nationals in her second campaign for top stripper and
Yeah,
you guys like the quiet, the golf
she
golf
was a
announcers.
three-time recipient of the Sticky Pole Award.
I've only hosted like stripper contests and stuff, never on the big scale. But David Tell always tells me like
He's done it probably many times.
Yeah, but not that he told me I wouldn't do well. He just goes, Attell really believes, and maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong, I don't know, that you have to approach it like they don't have a sense of humor about themselves. Like you can't you can't make fun of them. You have to like pay tribute to them in the humor somehow. And I was like, I gotta say, I semi-disagree with that. I mean, I could be proven wrong for sure, and he probably would know better than I can. But I would.
He's talking about the porn stars.
Yeah, the porn stars,
not just the strip.
I'd like to take a shot though at doing it the way I would do it, because I mean, I do. There's got to be a happy medium there where you can kind of take the piss out of this industry. That's so ridiculous.
Course.
It's so ridiculous. I mean, like any girl. I mean, they never come out of it okay. Jenna Jameson was the only hope for someone. We were like, look at that, went mainstream and just lives a life. And then you see her like, she's like drunk talking on the Today Show about her book. It's a crazy book about many things. And Tito Ortiz is putting her in fucking guillotine chokes at home.
There's been 3 recent deaths, like back to back to back, of porn stars, of young girls too.
Suicide always?
Yeah.
One was a suicide, August Ames.
A couple of them. Yeah, right in a row.
Yeah.
Back to back. It was in the Sunday Post.
Right.
I cut it out. I framed it over my bed. I don't like these dirty bitches.
It never ends well.
That's what you like to do. You have to listen to the sad speeches about them while you're watching them just get tagged up by 3 black dicks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well,
None of us could hear her crying for help with all that cock in her mouth.
no, exactly. When I would go to titty bar, I used to go to titty bars. That's all I would think about. While I was watching them dance, I was always thinking about what uncle, what happened.
Yeah.
Don't tell me, there's not a one that wasn't fucking violated.
I used to
and
drive.
they deny it now in articles. No, I grew up in a healthy, bullshit. I'm still not buying it.
I used to drive.
Maybe wrong.
I used to drive escorts and strippers back from bachelor parties and stuff. I had that job briefly in Philadelphia.
And you quit that for comedy?
Can you believe it? But I'll tell you what, it was funny. People used to ask that, like, are you fucking these girls or anything at all? And like, no. Like, I'd watch them go do their thing, and then the drive home, like, you become their girlfriend. You're driving home, and they start doing like, guy was so sweaty and smelled so bad, whatever, and I gotta just fucking, I'm just doing this till I can get my kids back from social. So it's always like something that was like they're waiting.
Yeah, you're a bartender now, basically.
Yeah, I fell.
Or a shrink.
The first one I ever drove, I fell in love with, and I went back to her house and brought her flowers the next day, and then she didn't fuck me or do anything.
You brought her flowers?
It was the lamest, fattest, funniest, like doofy kid not knowing what's going on in the seedy world yet.
There's a dozen white ones.
It was funny. She, as I was driving her home, she goes, do you mind stopping at that 7-Eleven? Because I want to buy some flowers. And I was like, why? And she goes, after a night of work, I just always like to buy myself some flowers because I deserve it. And I was like, this is a great inn. So I was like, I'm going to show up at her house tomorrow and just give her flowers and then leave. I don't have any kind of weird, creepy, like she's going to invite me in. I was like, hey, you deserve for someone else to get you some flowers. I'm like, that'll work. Nothing. Didn't hook up with her at all. And then a year or so later, I was just calling around one night. I just had no work. I wasn't making any money in comedy at all yet. And I was like, I'll make some money. I'll call one of these companies. These companies will hire a driver sometimes just on the phone. Like, sure, go grab these 2 girls and go do the thing. And this guy goes, yeah, come to my apartment.
No vetting?
No vetting. They go, come to my apartment and, I'll meet you. And then if it works out, I'll send you tonight with some girls. And he goes, I go, great. I go to his place. He brings out the 2 girls. One's his cousin. The girl is his cousin is the first girl I ever drove. I hadn't seen her since that night ever. And that year.
That's when you got flowers?
Whatever she was doing to herself in that year had beaten her up bad. She looked awful. And at the end of that
probably
night.
Buying herself flowers.
Yeah. At the end of that night, she was throwing pussy, I felt like, but it was like. Now, I'm like, now she has scabs on her butt cheeks and shit.
Here we go.
Guy comes home with a bouquet of flowers for his wife. I guess I'll have to spread my legs now, she says. Why, he asks. Don't you have a vase?
Thank you, Uncle Junior. I got to play that at least once a week to make me feel good about myself.
But that really is, that world is, none of them come out of the whole thing perfect at all.
Surprisingly. But
that's like saying someone's 100% stable transgender. It's impossible.
Exactly.
You can't.
Oh, you're a bigot, Jay.
Forget
you're a bigot, Jay.
Just trying to wrap your brain around the concept that you feel you were born wrong, to think that you don't have to go. Listen, I've got weird things about. I hate looking in a mirror. I hate it. Like, I avoid mirrors. It freaks me out. There's mirrors. If there's mirrors all over a hotel bathroom, I take a shower in the dark, which is pretty personal stuff to tell people. But it's very true.
Well, you molested by a Maybelline artist?
No, but it's almost my point that I'm saying I don't come out and go, I'm not transgendered or gay or wrestling or anything like that, but I wrestle with, it's like I definitely need some sort of therapy because I'm not wired right. And if you think you want to go, almost like Chappelle's got the joke that kind of said it as best you could say it, but you want to cut your fucking cock off, you probably need to talk to somebody about that.
Sure.
Even if you're sure
A
you
limo
want to do
driver. Let's go to Johnny in Texas. Very excited that Jay's on the show. Johnny, what's happening?
Hi.
Say hi to Big J.
Big J, motherfucking Oakerson, and Nick DiPaolo on the same. Holy stinking shit! This is fantastic.
It's a perfect storm.
You guys seriously are two of the best, or of the three best comics on the planet, and it's not just because you say funny shit. I mean, you guys truly are intelligent. I know it sounds like I'm sucking your dick, but you guys are so.
No, that would sound like this. Go ahead, Johnny.
No, but for real, you guys are so smart, and then you throw all that comic. I mean, you can only talk about dorks and nuts for so long to get chuckles, and you guys are just truly so friggin' smart. It's fantastic. I love both of y'all shows. But hey, real quick, so I wanted to talk about. So you guys know the Rooney rule in football in NFL. Before a team hires a head.
Yes, you got to. Yeah, you got to interview a black guy. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah, the minority.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just making that up.
No,
I
that's
know.
the Rooney rule.
That's the fucking Rooney rule.
You have to.
Yeah, that's a true.
A minority.
So tell me, I understand it. I guess I fucking understand, but tell me, as a black cat, do you want to?
Of course not. It's insulting. It's patronizing. It's insulting. I mean, you want to be in that room knowing you had to be there. Nobody asked for you to be there. It's fucking absolute horseshit. And as far as black coaches, and I've said this before, it should be merit, especially the owners. You know, the players always laugh at the owners. They're all about the money. It's a business. That's right. And if the fucking best candidate is black, they're going to fucking hire you. I don't want to hear it anymore about Kaepernick and whatnot. And if the top 50 coaches on the planet, best football coaches, happen to be all black, then they should be all black. Or if they're all fucking Asian, they should all black. That's all there is to it. But again, people want to, keep it alive that, there's race. But give me a break.
Where's the argument that there's not?
Thanks, Johnny, for the call.
There's no argument that there's not enough white people in basketball.
I've been arguing that for years.
And there's a limited amount, but but who cares?
Of course, you want to watch what's a better league?
Yeah, I want to watch the best game possible. I don't give a shit who's what. I couldn't care less. And exactly it. I would never not hire. That always become me and Dave Smith love this conversation all the time too. There's no place in the world for the belief system of almost like if a transgendered person is the best person for a coaching job, right?
That's where I draw the line. Fuck that.
But if that's the best person for the job, I believe you should hire that person. I believe you're a fool not to hire that person. If they're the best person to do the job, you're a fool not to hire them. But if you don't want to hire someone because they're transgender, I also defend that right too. It's okay, that's his private thing. He doesn't want to do it. What do you like? Let him. Maybe that makes him a sour, bitter person. Let him deal with his own feet.
Or it makes him very smart.
not to have a tranny head coach. All right. In fairness, it may have been a bad example.
Well, it is because the NFL is a Neanderthal fucking atmosphere.
This is Laverne Cox, your new offensive coordinator.
That's exactly right. You're not going to get much. It's the NFL. It's the one place where that wouldn't work. It was a great fucking analogy.
Listen here, honeys. I'm going to need you to button hook, and you're going to post up strong. Double move his ass.
Room, you sick cunt.
Double move his ass and make your way into that fucking end zone. I'm going to tattoo your ass from 60 yards out.
Let's go to Zach in Oklahoma. Zach, say hi to Big J.
Big J, love the show. Nick, I love the show, man.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah, man, I'm really enjoying it. Nick, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
When are we going to see you reunite with the great Artie Lang at the compound? And Big J, when are you going to do one of Opie's pop-up videos? Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
I'm not avoiding doing the compound. It's just my show starts at 8 at night. You got to understand. I live fucking 38 miles north of here. I don't want to get in fucking, this probably isn't working. What time do they do this show?
4 to 6. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it works out perfect. All right, I'll do it next week.
I was going to say, I can't do it because it goes right into the bonfire.
Yeah, you got 19 things to do. I could probably get in there. I mean, they text me every now and then, so I'm just, I have to prepare in the afternoon. I actually do prepare for the shit. I mean, people don't believe me, but look, I have 4 stories that I'll save it tomorrow since we have a guest. When I don't have a guest, which I usually don't, and I'm fucking yapping, I rip through these fuckers, right?
Yeah.
Fiore, and it's like, but the call is like But no, I would love to see Artie again.
Is Artie back on Compound?
I think so,
I
isn't he?
think so.
I saw him giving somebody the finger the other day online. I don't know if that was an old clip. He's just sitting there. It was like a still photo, but he's like with his sunglasses on.
I hope he's okay.
I doubt that.
Shortest stint of rehab on record, I think.
Yeah. Oh, no. Hey, Matt has a question. Matt from Connecticut for Jay. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on?
So, Big J, did you and Attell, like maybe 5 years ago, did you guys do a show where the whole audience was naked?
Yeah, we did.
What?
Really? What was that? What was that about?
It was like a nudist colony that has their meeting at some like weird theater here in New York. It was on the West Side. It's about all I can remember about that. But
anybody under 50 in the audience?
Yeah, a couple. I mean, the hottest chick I saw was chubby, but she was full puss out naked, which was pretty impressive. But the rest, yeah. I mean, if we're gonna do it, I mean, I did it for the pure novelty of like the holy shit, this is pretty crazy.
Of course,
they weren't a fantastic crowd. Surprise, surprise. They didn't have a microphone, which was funny. So then they made a microphone. You could turn like an iPhone or something into a microphone.
For what reason would they need mmicrophone?
Well, so we could do a comedy
show.
show.
You mean?
They didn't have a comedy show. They didn't have a microphone for
you
us.
guys.
Yeah.
What?
And we all went out, and everybody sat there naked and kind of watched. I wish I could say that I could buy into that you know, that kind of world. The nudism world isn't about something sexual, because it is for me. When I went to that naked thing, I go, hey guys, I want to look at your wives' tits and pussies. And I hope I see them fall with their legs wide open. I hope I walk into the wrong room and they're headbutting each other in the clit. Like, I'm okay with all those. That's all that I want from this. I'm doing it. So the money was whatever. It was just a matter of like, I'm going to go look at naked people. But they're always now.
So you didn't do that for your resume?
They're always like, it's not. Yeah,
your IMBD.
But they always have like such a. It's not about that, man. It's about just being free and natural and nature. Like, I don't know.
No, it isn't, stupid. You're fucking exhibitionist. Shut your fucking stinky hole.
Maybe though. Me and Jeff Ross were in Australia once, and definitely looked like assholes on a beach. Went to Bondi Beach, and there's these beautiful women just laying there. It was just topless,
right?
And not everyone's topless. Like a handful of people where you can be, and these young, beautiful chicks with great titties just laying there topless, and like, you know, a 10, 11, 12-year-old, not their kid, just like from another family, like 5 feet away from them, like just making sandcastles and not overthinking
that kid's gay.
Where that kid might be gay, because me and Jeff Ross were trying to subtly take pictures of tits, and I'm like, that's
fucking facing.
I'm like, that's the American garbage that we are. But again, I approach it differently. I do think it's sexual. If anything that involves nudity, I'm like, why wouldn't it be sexual?
I know, even in Europe.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, absolutely. I don't get what the Amsterdam approaches that much better. They know everything. It's like, yeah, live fuck show. Like, sure, I want to go watch that if we're going to do this.
No, I know. Well, look, we do have those puritanical roots, I guess. When do those die out, though? Jesus Christ. I mean, you know, we got the internet now. You can watch a cat piss in a woman's mouth. Fucking, you know what I mean? I think we're past that. That's a good one.
No, that's almost the answer to the puritanical thing, is it has to go so extreme overboard.
That's right.
I'm such a fan at looking at the extreme. I worry that it's like warped my gauge of.
Absolutely. They have and I'll give you, I had a bit like that. They have a Hooters in New York City. I remember when it first opened, and I had this fucking bit. It's like I'm on 57th Street, 56, and I go, really? And that's supposed to impress me, a girl in shorts and a tank top in a city where I can go into a booth and pay $25 to watch a woman lactate into a champagne glass? I'm going to fuck. Girl's giving me chicken wings in a tank top.
That's almost the basis of what The Bonfire is, the show, is that Dan
is numb to it?
No, he's not numb to it. Dan is. We watched a video the other day of a girl. You saw that video went viral about the girl giving you 10 reasons why you should fuck dogs?
Yes.
Whitney, Wisconsin, her name is. Same girl.
Whitney, Wisconsin?
Same girl. Looks very like a regular girl. Also has a video of herself in a bathtub, getting up like with her ass up in the air and like her head underneath, and pisses in her own mouth. And Dan and everybody else in the room was still doing like closing their eyes from the screen. I mean, I was just like, I was looking, I was like, this is great. What a garbage animal this chick is. This is fantastic.
Was she good looking?
She's very good looking. She's very cute. Yeah, absolutely.
Watch me throw up in my mouth here.
No.
Just
to make me upset. You're an animal.
Whitney, Wisconsin.
Yeah, she's cute.
You're not bad.
But like a regular looking chick.
She's got a little Asian in
Look,
it.
she's an animal. I don't sign off that you should fuck dogs. My points being, if you're gonna fuck a dog, I don't have to watch it through my eyes like, I'm watching a murder or something, like I have to look away. If I see a real person getting their head cut off in a video, like that makes me tilt away for
I'm
sure.
I'm just the opposite. I'm jerking off to that.
You run from this and jerk off to that?
Yes.
That's fair enough.
I'm watching this through my fingers.
But she is she's fantastic.
I wonder what happened to her. I was going to say.
All kinds of shit. Her and her mom share dogs, they say. And it's the whole thing's a mess.
Don't you like to sit down? Matter of fact, that reminds me, we're going to have Dr. Keith Abloh on tomorrow night.
Oh, really?
I think so. We're trying. Matt Reese is doing this podcast where they analyze and I think we're going to have him on. Dr. Keith, who I like, by the way. I see him on Fox every once in a while. He's not one of these soft psychologists, you got to coddle your kids. He's against all that shit.
Yeah.
He fucking grew up 2 towns over from me. So, I think we might get him in here tomorrow night. Matt Reese asked. And, of course, nice. Matt, my buddy Matt, he'll ask for something like that, then fucking call me tomorrow, 3 minutes before showtime. Hey, can we do it on Saturday afternoon? Let's take another call. Big J. Matt, does that answer your question?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Sorry, I thought we booted you a long time ago. Jesus. Good question. Mark in San Diego wants to know if you and I, well, maybe not you and I, but you're an Eagles fan. I'm obviously Pats.
I'm a huge Eagles fan.
How fucking great is this going to be?
It's going to be really fun.
What are you doing? I should have you and Christine up to the house.
We're going,
God damn it.
Me and Bobby Kelly are going to get battled out at the cellar. They're doing like a little small thing at the olive tree at the cellar.
Is that right? Another thing Robert didn't let me in on. That fucking... No, really? What, during the game?
Yeah, we're going to watch the game up there. We ordered a bunch of food and stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I have to be in my recliner by myself.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you one of those two?
It's
Thank you, Mark.
I live
Mark,
10
are you there?
blocks. I live 10 blocks from the
Hey,
place.
what's up, Nick? Hey, you guys been having me rolling all night. Fucking Big J, crackle, motherfucker.
Crackle,
Get your
dude.
ass back down here to get back to San Diego, man. We love you last time you were out here.
I will indeed be back. The American Comedy Factory.
Yes.
Yeah, very good, guys. Take it easy. Love the show.
All right, Mark.
Thank you, man.
I'm doing the Japanese Comedy Factory. It pays a lot more.
But it's all yen.
It's all yen.
I'm super excited. I had to watch.
You have to be thrilled.
I watched the conference championship on that boat. Actually, the day we got on the boat, it was playing on.
See, that's a nice day.
That was pretty cool.
Right?
It was really cool because there's a sports bar on the boat, and they played it, and there was a bunch of Eagles fans. Everybody wore their jerseys and came to the sports bar and watched it on the cruise ship. So it was pretty neat.
Eagles fans were everywhere. When I lived in L.A., there was
fun.
I lived in Venice Beach. It was the closest bar was an all Philly bar.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Watching.
I saw the Chargers play the Eagles this year in L.A. And
Did you
it was 90% Eagles audience.
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually I felt bad for the
I know.
Chargers.
You can hear the...
I mean, when they get first downs, they start booing. Like the crowd booed in a home stadium. Like, that's a Chargers first down. Boo. Just rained down. And I started feeling like, no, we're supposed to be kind of the outcasts.
Right, right.
But I don't know. Are you worried as a Patriots fan at all? That
Yeah, the fucking Eagles. Look, I've watched a lot of football, and they were a well-rounded team. But
yeah.
I'm praying the Pats just once. Can you have a couple touchdown lead at halftime? Just let me relax on this one. It makes it almost uncomfortable. And Carson Wentz, I mean, this might be a blessing that motherfucker's not playing. Because, boy, he was scary good.
Yeah. He was
Although
really...
Foles, really stepped it up.
Yeah, they might.
It's going to be. It's going to be a good game.
They may have gone into. They might have gone in favorites, possibly. Well, but their youth they wouldn't have. But it might have been like a 2-point spread.
What, with
if
Wentz?
Carson Wentz was playing? Yeah, because they were putting up average 36 points a game.
It's going to be.
It's going to be a fun one for sure. But I was going to say I only live a 10-minute walk from the cellar, even. So when Bobby invited me to do this thing, I was like, yeah, I'll go. But me, I was like, yeah, I got my Sonos in my house now. I just want to sit on my couch and watch it on my bed. I've built my apartment for this moment, literally. And I was like, how do I say no to that, though? Just me and Bobby arguing all night? That'll be fun.
No, it'll be fucking great. So, hey, do you have to run?
Yeah.
You've done enough of this shit. Go see Big J. He's going to be at the Cap City Comedy Club in Austin, Texas, February 1 through 3. For all his tickets, go to bigjcomedy.com. Hit him up at Big Jay Oakerson. Dude, you're great on the radio. You're a funny motherfucker, and thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you, Nick. I love you, man.
And
this was awesome.
yeah, please.
I'll come back again soon.
Could you please?
Absolutely,
Seriously.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to break, and we'll be back and talk some politics and piss off some fags. All right, back up.
The Nick DiPaolo Show will return in a few minutes. To catch Nick on the road, check out nickdip.com for info and tour dates.